Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of Boat Talk. And as usual, my name is Kojo Entry. I'm your host, and today is going to be an info-packed event. Why do I say this? Because we got a lot to talk about, something that is really important, for your personal financial growth. And I do have here with me one of the biggest resource persons when it comes to entrepreneurship, which is the subject for discussion tonight. And I'll also introduce him to y'all. But before we do that, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for more videos and content whenever we post them. You will be updated with all that information. Best of all, make sure you tell other people. You can also share it and let other people also benefit from it. Once again, my name is Kojo Entry, and as I said earlier on, I have with me here the gentleman who is going to be doing the discussion with us. He is a CEO of multi-companies, and I mean multi-companies, right? He's very young, but he got his business going. And I promise you, by the time he finished talking to y'all, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So once again, Mr. Guapo,
yes,
welcome to the show, Boat Talk.
Thank you for having me.
All right, I see you all marked out and everything. Where are you going after this show?
I'm going straight to my bed.
Really?
But I had to come in with some drip.
That's right.
Bring the summer vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is great. Hey, people. I mean, I don't need to say much. So there's no point for me to just rattle a whole lot. I'm going to just pass on the microphone to him so he can do his own introduction. I think it's only fitting because he knows himself better than I do. So, Mr. Guapo, why don't you do our viewers the honors and tell us who you are, a little bit about your companies and what you do, actually.
Thank you, Mr. Entry. Well, viewers that are watching, my name is Guapo. It's not my government name, but that's my stage name. I currently have my own beard care company where I help people achieve confidence through organic products that smell good and make you look good. It's called Guapo Essentials. I'm also an influencer and a content creator, and I love to create content that motivates people, entertains people, and brings the diaspora together. That's Spicy Suya Boys Entertainment, and I also MC events as well. I also do keynote speeches as well as motivational speeches because I love public speaking. And last but not least, the last company that I have is called Moon Vision, which I established in January of this year with my 3 other friends. And what we basically do is help businesses elevate their marketing through social media by producing content for them. So those are a brief but powerful description of my companies.
Man, you couldn't have done it any justice. And I'm here to tell you, people, as I already said, this guy here, he's just out there. It's like the jack of all trade. Yes. And I promise you, usually when people are jack of all trades, they are master of none. But this guy here, he's master of all. He's of it.
Yes.
And I promise you. But before we circle back to your actual job and, what you do for that matter, I just like to quickly take this moment to, just give a shout out to our sponsors for today's show. And please do not forget that MJ Car Detailing is the people or the guys for you. This summer, make sure that you got your car to them and they will make it look brand new. I do have an old Camry, and last time they did a great job for me. Now I'm sitting high, in a car because it looks brand new. Meanwhile, that car is like 25 years old. But I'm telling you, MJ Car Detailing, they got all the goodies to make your car spotless. And I'm telling you, spotless. It will shine like a brand new, kind of like, a showroom type deal. You know what I'm saying? They got all that for you. They will do a good job. And also Steamboat Media, who happens to be the parent company for this particular show. And they do photo shoot videos for all occasions. So as you know, graduation is coming, parties and what have you. Those that will be going to colleges, you need to get your graduation photo shoot going on. Just make sure you contact them as soon as possible. and they will do a good job for you. They can fly to wherever you are and just meet up with you and do a great job. So Steamboat Media is also our sponsor. We'd like to shout out to them. And then last but not the least, Guapo Essentials. Guapo Essentials. And that's the man here that is going to talk to us, the man that introduced this wonderful aromatic product. And it's for beard. So guys, summer is coming. If you shave, you're still going to need that. If you need to grow your beard, you're going to need that the most. So make sure you hit them up, and we will give you all the information that you need as far as the contact information and everything is concerned. But hey, Mr. Guapo, let's just quickly circle back to the topic for discussion tonight.
Yes.
And we're talking about entrepreneurship.
Nice.
The textbook definition here, I intentionally wrote it down so that people will know what the textbook definition is. It's just basically the creation or the extraction of economic value in ways that generally entails beyond the minimal amount of risk and potentially involving values beside simply economic ones.
Yes.
So this is just a textbook definition of what entrepreneurship is all about. And you being a guy at the forefront, you started way younger, right?
Yes.
Now you've been in the business, you're making strides. You know, I see some of your products out there. It's just going.
Yes.
And I've watched some of your contents as well. I'm actually subscribed to your channels. You don't even have an idea. Yes, I do. I do, because I like to support our own people. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yes. So I just want you to tell our viewers what you think, you know, in your perspective, what entrepreneurship is all about.
Yes, I believe that's a very great question because everyone has different opinions. But I would say this: entrepreneurship is problem solving and turning that into a profit. Entrepreneurship is making sure that you're looking at the needs of what people want and providing a solution for them so that they can use that solution to overcome their problem while reimbursing you with a profit so that you can continue to help more people with that solution.
Okay, that's wonderful. I mean, I would have just gone straight up textbook, but you broke it down to a much more simpler term. So even a average person, like, you know, people that didn't go to school like myself, we can actually understand. You know what I'm saying? So basically, just take us down the road. What's your story? How did you end up here?
Where do I start? But, you know, I was born in a country in Southern Africa called Botswana. My parents emigrated from Ghana to establish their own business over there. You know, during the times in Ghana, it was very tough. After Kwame Nkrumah got deposed, the economy, the inflation, so they moved to Botswana for greener pastures. And when I was in Botswana, I saw my parents doing the entrepreneurship stuff. My dad was a car salesman, had his own car sales business. My mom had her own salon and her own boutique. She was doing hair and selling clothes. And then my brother and I, when we started in school, you know, we used to take people's old PlayStation 2 CDs, we'd clean them,
That's right.
sell it back to them, or we'd take the games that didn't work, clean them, fix them, and then sell it. And then when I was in the 7th grade, I used to copy people's, like, they'll take empty CDs, I'll put music on them, sell them. So from an early age, I knew like entrepreneurship was something that I wanted to do. So fast forward, after 14 years, we moved back to Ghana. My mom, my little sister, and I, and my father and my older siblings were in the United States of America. So we later came and we joined them. From there, you know, I went to college, but I knew very early on that, like, I didn't want to spend my time making money for another person. So I had to venture out and make my own businesses. So first, I started with my best friend. Shout out to Inyemem Edit, Spicy Suya Boys. We decided to create content. First, we're just going to the clubs, dancing, and people just saw, like, you two guys, there's something about you. From there, we took it to dancing in colleges. When we're dancing in colleges, you know, we're making small money. We're like, wow, we can make a career. We started posting the videos on Instagram, started getting people to celebrities to repost them. But then over a while, we started to see, like, people don't hold dancers with high regard.
Yeah, it is true.
So it was like, you know, let's pivot and switch into comedy. From comedy, you know, we're doing well, we're emceeing events, but then the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened, everything slowed down, but not for us. We pivoted and we started making more content, and we started growing massively on TikTok, faster than we've ever grown on any platform. Instagram was skyrocketing, Facebook was skyrocketing, and then it was from there like, okay, since we're doing well, we need to find ways to make money so that at the end of the day, we're not relying on our jobs. So that's where Guapo Essentials came in. I had always had this idea that I wanted to make a YouTube channel that would help people like grow their beard, because I did it. And then from there, it was like when I was buying the products, I used to read the ingredients and I'm like, what is xanthan gum? What is sodium why am I putting these chemicals and not knowing what they are? So I decided to research, watch YouTube videos, read scholarly articles, and from there I started formulating my own products. And then 2021, that's when Guapo Essentials officially became a company, and we've been helping many men and many women that love men with beards and men that have confidence, increase their confidence and let people gravitate. So that's basically how I got started in business, all the way from Botswana, my upbringing, to moving to Ghana, to moving to the United States, and now I'm here.
Oh, wow. Powerful story right there. So basically it runs through your DNA, because
It
you're talking
does.
about your mom in business and then your dad and everything.
You know,
And then
funny
it just
enough,
trickle down, huh?
yeah, funny enough, like especially on my dad's side, most of them, like, they all have their own businesses. So I think it was just a divine, assignment that
That's right.
I was going to be an entrepreneur and start my own business.
That's right. Hey, God be praised.
Yes, amen.
Most people don't even have the ideas when it comes to establishing their own businesses, but here you are, and then you take in turn to also, educate people on
Of
getting
course.
on entrepreneurship, as
Yes.
far as helping them better their financial situations.
Yes.
Well, let me just traject a little bit into content creation, because that seems to be the main focal point for the upcoming generation, the
Yes.
Gen Z, Gen X, what have you. They are much more into content creation because of this digital age that we have right now. There are so many platforms
That's
out there.
true.
So what I want you to tell our viewers, that how is that profitable, when you create content and you put it out there? And what are some of the motivations that cause you to start that? Because you know what? Sometimes you may just start slow, and then before you know, boom, everything just explodes. Some people have started way, way back in time, and they still,
Yes.
matching time. You know what I'm saying? So how did you get the motivation, and how profitable is that seem to you right now?
In 2015, when we first started dancing and posting videos, my parents were absolutely against it. Every single day, Sasu, what are you doing with your life? Huh? We didn't bring you to America to be doing videos. But then after a while, they started to see people noticing the content. They're like, Sasu, you're my favorite son. I'm your biggest fan. So that was one of the motivations. It was like that chip on our shoulder, that from parents, the lack of support, and then also from some of our friends. Like, for instance, we had this one Nigerian friend. He was like, can you guys find something better to do with your life? And I kid you not, this was in 2016, 2017. Hey, Spicy Sia boys, can I?
The same person.
Yeah, the same person. Hey, you guys are doing well. Make sure you don't forget me. Don't forget me. But they forgot us when we're struggling.
Exactly.
So the motivation was just the naysayers, like, constantly bringing us down. And then from that, it transformed to, okay, then we don't care about the naysayers anymore, because we are in control of our own destiny. So if we're in control of our own destiny, then we should be using this avenue to monetize. And that's where one of the biggest misconceptions come in. Many people think that when you start social media, you have to get a certain number of followers in order to make money. But that's not the truth. The best way to make money is you build your community, whether it's one follower, whether it's 100 followers,
Yeah.
and then you sell your products. You either sell a product or a service that people have a problem and need it to be solved. So, for instance, you see people nowadays, they'll tell you, hey, here's how I grew to 100,000 followers, but they only have 1,000 followers and they're selling a digital class. You know, even though that's very deceptive, that's how they are making money. So if you have a product, a service, or an idea, social media is the engine that will drive you to making money outside of just focusing on monetizing platforms. Because if you focus on monetizing platforms, sometimes you need a Hail Mary from God. Sometimes you need that consistency and the discipline, because there are people that they've been doing this for years and still today are not making a single dollar. There are people that have millions of followers and today they are not making millions of dollars. But there are also people that have 4,000 followers and they are making enough money to even quit their 9 to 5. So you really have to come and look at social media as a marketing engine to help you drive that advertisement for your product or service. So people can look at the content, and then when you look at the content, now you take them outside of the content. Either you have events, either you have your monthly newsletter or website where you can take people outside of the social media and bring them in person, and then take that in-person presence and turn it into profit, which is either through selling something or offering a service.
That's wonderful. And you seem pretty eclectic guy. I mean, can you tell us your source of ideas, how you get the ideas to even create those contents,
Yeah.
Because somebody will be sitting here watching us and wants to get into the same line of business, or probably they have the inkling to do this.
Yeah.
But they have no idea, how to even get it started. What's your advice for our viewers today?
My advice is just start. Listen, when you look at cars today, right? You look at Toyota, you look at Tesla. They didn't just come and say, oh, I want to build a Tesla Cybertruck. No. First, they're like, okay, we want to build a truck, but we don't know what it looks like. So they build the prototype first. And then from there, month after month, week after week, they are always making a new change.
Developed, yeah.
Just like Toyota, you look at Toyota from 1991 versus 2024, it's different because they started with one thing and then every year they improved. So my best advice is, number one, just start. It doesn't have to be perfect, because progress is more valuable than perfection. The perfection comes when the progress is being made. Start learning and investing in other things that will increase your knowledge, such as reading books, taking LinkedIn classes. Google is your best friend. That's where you can get some ideas. But the main important way to get ideas is by being authentically yourself. Listen, there are times where people are like, oh, I want to sell candy. But if you look at it, there's so many people that are selling candy. It's a saturated market. However, if you're authentically yourself and you lean on what you know, now instead of selling candy, now you're selling CBD infused candy. Now you're selling Ghanaian candy. Not many people have tried Ghanaian candy before, So authenticity is key. And for me, for the ideas, it's basically every single thing that I've been through and every single thing that I've went through, because I can't talk about something or create a content that I have no business or no experience in that avenue, So things that I've been through, like my struggles in America, my accent, even still today, I still cherish my accent, even though they used to bully us, even though back then Afrobeats wasn't a thing.
That's right.
You go to the club, a DJ will play Afrobeats, you see only the Africans on the floor and the rest of the people. But now everyone, you play one Burna Boy song, everyone is dancing. So authenticity and just telling your story, because if you tell someone a fact, they'll remember it. If you tell someone a truth, they'll believe it. But if you tell somebody a story, they'll always remember how that made them feel. So being your authentic self and telling stories is what it's all about.
Okay. Well, great. And I'm going to just take this time to segue into this product right here.
Yes.
Guapo Essentials. I'm looking at it, and I've personally used it before, and it's great. But people out there don't know.
Yes.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on some of the ingredients in it and
Yes.
how it can actually benefit them?
Yes. First and foremost, have you ever gone to the store, you pick up a product and you don't know if it's healthy or not, but you want something healthy? That's where Guapo Essentials came from. Our products are organically made. These are not products that are factory made and manipulated with chemicals. We have products that contain natural ingredients such as jojoba oil, Jamaican black castor oil. This helps to nourish the skin underneath the hair, and it helps to fill up the patches in the beard. We also have carrier oils such as sweet almond oil that help with the moisturization aspect. We also have some products such as vitamin E oil that not only extend the shelf life of our products but also help in promoting that growth, because people think that, oh, I can just put oil and my beard will grow. No, it's a whole plethora of things. But if you have the right products, which Guapo Essentials strives to be that bridge of organic products and products that smell good, products that make you feel confident, with ingredients such as mango butter, such as shea butter, you'll be relaxed to know that you have organic products and people will notice that, wow, you smell really good. What did you use? Guapo Essentials.
There it is, viewers. So Guapo Essentials, and this product here is hitting the market. Just quickly tell us where people can find the product itself. Is it in the mainstream stores, or where can they get them, or is it just
Well,
basically online?
it's going to be in the mainstream stores by the grace of God.
Amen
2024,
to that.
we're going to make it happen. However, right now we are currently rebranding. So if you go to our website, guapoessentials.com, you can sign up for our newsletter so that once the website is up, you get the notifications to buy the products, because that's one avenue that we do sell our products. And then we also do pop-up events. So our next pop-up event is going to be this Saturday at Epic Central Afro Tunes Festival. Guapo Essentials is going to be a vendor, so you can come and check us out. And then also we are working with local barber shops to have our products there. So once you get your hair cut, you can just say, hey, barber, hit me up with some of that Guapo Essentials. So briefly to summarize it, you can find us online at guapoessentials.com. You can find out at our many pop-up events, which we have a pop-up event this Saturday, May 4th at Epic Central in Grand Prairie. And then we can also find us in the future at your local barber shop.
There it is, viewers. So y'all have it. We talking to Mr. Guapo, the CEO of Guapo Essential Oil, and I'm here to tell you that this product does not disappoint. And once you start using it, you're gonna recommend it to everybody else. So all the men out there and women, it's also for you too. If you love your guy to have the beard, you gotta go get it. Father's Day is coming up, so you can just grab one and surprise your man with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of our talk today. And just to quickly summarize everything, can you tell our viewers here what they need to know as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, and then the motivation that they need to have in order to even start something at all?
Yes, viewers watching, first and foremost, always remember, progress is better than no progress. So just start. It doesn't have to be perfect, but once you take the steps, you're going on the path to perfection. And the second thing to remember is just have patience. Rome wasn't built in one day. You can't expect to have every single thing down in one day. You can't expect to make profit right off the rip. It's going to take time. Be in it for the long run and the long-term gain rather than the short-term, the now. Because when you're in the short-term, in the now, when you get that money, what's next? When you get that accolade, what's next? When you get that achievement, what's next? You want to every single day be striving for more. So make sure that you come in with passion, purpose, and patience over profit, because at the end of the day, there's 8 billion people in the world. Money is everywhere. But the people that make the money are the ones that are in it for long term, and they always improve every single time despite the setbacks. So to briefly summarize, whatever idea that you have, please do not take it to the grave, because the grave is where the most expensive ideas you've never heard about are laying dormant. Just start, and remember, just have patience.
All right, people. Y'all heard it from the man himself. Just do it. Whatever ideas that you have got to put it out there. Because if you bury it, then nothing comes out of it. And this is where we bring our talk show curtain down. And once again, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, MJ Car Detailing, for all your car washing needs. We have Steamboat Media. Graduation is coming up. I'm telling you. Good photo shoot, video editing, everything that you need as far as media is concerned. They got you around the clock. They will do a good job for you. And finally, Guapo Essentials. This is the beard oil for you guys and ladies out there. You can grab one for your man, and I promise you, you will never regret. Once again, this is Boat Talk. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content whenever we post them. And share it also. Don't forget about that. Because you know what? Other people need to know that something great is going on right here in the state of Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth to be specific. Once again, this is Kojo Entry, and this is Boat Talk. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
That was a good interview.